Happy Easter, everybody. I'm out at the front of the house, and you can see the tall chicken wire lamp stand that we made. I remember I was standing on the dining room table when we made that. And the lady on the bike, I actually laid on the garage floor, and Jack was trying to wrap this thing around me. It didn't work real good, but we finally got it together. So we do have some spring Easter flowers out, and this is the neighbor's peach tree they have going there. And this is Happy Easter. A few little eggs going up the driveway. And over here, we had some rock delivered, and I'll show you where we've been taking it. We have a little tractor because we're getting, we can load up the back of the tractor, and we still have to shovel it. But we're only doing a little bit at a time. So over here was some other things we made, and I'll just explain this for people that don't know and are new to my YouTube. So this little light up tree we got at the thrift store, very cheap. And over here, we had all these huge big rocks in the yard, and we took our chicken wire and we made big bins to throw all the rocks in. And then we cemented them. And a job that we thought was going to be pretty simple ended up being a lot harder than we thought. So this one's like a chair, so you can sit in it. It's hard in the sunlight to see what I can see, but let me just sit there for a minute. There, so you can sit here. There we go. And the other one you can lay on, and what you do is you see the neighborhood cats on a cold night. If it's been warm in the day, they lay out there. You'll see something laying up there. Raccoons come around. So, and this morning it was beautiful, and then it poured rain. I put a sweater on, and now the sun's come out again. It got so hot the sweater came off, but. I'll just show you a few more interesting things as we continue on our journey here. You know, I thought I wanted to try making, I don't know why I did this, and one day she'll be in the back of someone's pickup truck going to the garbage dump, I'm sure. I wanted to try, and I had this thing where you get a dizzy head all the time from your ear. And I'm laying down trying to put cement all over her, and she didn't turn out real good. But I can't believe she hasn't fell apart yet, because this has been like 4 or 5 years now. But anyway, I wanted to try it, and I did it. I think if I had a big shot where I could have hung her and worked on her properly. But anyway, that's my first and last statue. But we make all these things ourselves, and we enjoy playing. So, and there's our eagle we made. Jack made the frame, and then I'm trying to see in the sun. And then I did all the chicken wire on the outside of it. And we looked up the measurements and did it all to scale. So, and then in here we have some tulips out. Can you believe they've just come out for Easter? And because of the cost of everything being so much this year, usually I buy plants for here, but I have put all kinds of seeds in here. I should water it again, and we're going to hope they come up. Kind of a mixture. Poppy seeds, and over here we have our yellow tulip tree, thinking about opening pretty soon. And 2 apple trees, just getting their leaves. There's Maggie. I told her she better be good, because she was barking because she wasn't with her mom. And she likes to be with her mom. And we put all this, like our whole yard is easy care because of the rocks and very, very little upkeep. And we can drive our tractor up here. And it used to be terrible steps. You couldn't get it out. It was just terrible all the way up steps. So, just showing you around. 2 nice trees. Hey Maggie, here we come. Here we come. You're going to end up in some fun places today. Yeah. Let's go see what else we are doing. Looky here. What's here? You know, in here, they have quite a big area because back here are 4 little chickens. I lock the door on them, and when they go in their roost at night, I lock the door to keep them safe. And they go in when it's dark. And I put the styrofoam that I painted in the back to any sound that would come, kind of blocks it for the neighbors, which is okay. And then Jack made this tunnel. And a bunch of that gravel down there has to be hauled into here, because this is dangerous, very dangerous, but we survived the winter. So there's a tunnel, and then they run, and this is where they are most of the winter. Hi, girls. Yeah, we clipped their wings because they were starting to think about flying. Jack saw one really take off, so we thought, oh, we better. So this is where they are most of the time, and they dust bath in here. You can see all the little holes down here. That's from them dust bathing, and it's hemp and dirt and sand and yeah, and a mixture of things. So we've made this little thing here so that we can move them around and they can run outside, and we can move it. We had it real close and they wore this down, and then we can move it further away, and we can move it wherever we want. Hey girls, they want to be, they're very sociable. So they come out and they have that walkway, and then they can come around. I haven't opened up the gazebo yet because it was pouring rain. But then we can come. Hi, Annie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You didn't want in the camera. Well, they can't see what we're doing. He brought me a ring.
Does it stretch? You do it.
You take it and I'll put it on after.
I'll put it on your
okay. So Jack made that little door that pulls up. We just pull the door and out they come. And they can eat little bugs and things they find. And so then we can come up here. Now this is the door I go in all winter. And that's our plum tree. It's in blossom, and I have seen a lot of bees on it. Maybe not right now, but I have seen bees. And these little bushes are all hascap berries, or honeyberries with blueberries in behind. So they're actually starting to get big enough. We might get some. So it's spring, so things are just getting together. And then the gazebo, some of my paintings, some rocks in the ocean, and two ravens in a nest, because our subdivision is called Raven Subdivision. So I put Home Sweet Home Raven. And I hope you can see, because, and above that I have 2 horses. There were Rosemary's horses I had taken a picture of and painted. And another picture I painted just for outdoors. They're just done on tin. And here's we've already had lots of bees visiting and pollinating. And this is our apricot tree. So we're happy about that. And I probably get this fountain going soon. So, and we'll be opening the gazebo. And we can sit up here. Now we have to redo all this tarp. It's just tarp, so they're not wet. And it looks kind of funny. But we're going to fix it up a bit this year. We mostly got all our big jobs done, but we're enjoying the chickens, and I got something that you're not going to believe that I left out to show you. So this is where our rocks are been going, because I took all the rocks that were there off and raked them back, and I put 2 layers of landscape fabric and plastic both down. We got to haul more, and I was getting tired of weeding it. So now the weeds can't grow and the flowers can. And there isn't a lot here, but there's enough. So, and another fountain we got at the thrift store. Actually, it was just the little pots, and then we had that other stuff, the stand, and I painted it all to match. Okay. Now we'll go see what's growing. These are the raised beds we put in. Was it last year? No, the year before. Or we just did it in time to grow last year. So this year's our second year, and we've got garlic up, and we got some strawberries. Now these are the June berries, and I do have some lettuce. We will be having radish and lettuces pretty soon. And some of the rocks are going to be going here, because this was a real mess here. So there's all our, and with the black fabric behind, so weeds can't grow through, and actually it'll give a nice heat reflection for the garden. Now, I have to show you the greenhouse, and it's a mess in there. There's our wagon we pull behind the tractor. Okay, because you could never push all that wheelbarrow up, although the guys that put in the flooring for the gazebo, they did. In here, look, all these paper bags, they're not supposed to be in the way, but they picked them up on the 28th, and this is cleanup I've been doing. But I have to come in and water again. I got my plants out late because we don't heat out here anymore, and it was so cold that I usually don't plant them out till the long weekend in May. So I think we'll be okay. We should have some tomato plants here and some here, because for sure we want tomatoes. And I got some here, but they should perk up now. I'll make sure I be giving them some fertilizer. So here we have everbearing strawberries, and they're starting to come up. And because they're in here, if it pours with rain, I just have to water them, and we're hoping they do better in here. So we'll know by June for my birthday when I want strawberries and whipping cream. So here we have some watermelon coming, and couple tomato plants, and over there I have planted different seeds for teas, and they're coming up that I will dry for herb teas. So that's all that's happening in here, and I know it's messy, but you have to put this stuff somewhere. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave this door open. So when Jack brings the wagon, he comes up here, and then he travels back down here. And that's my little laundry stand, because I can be hanging up the laundry. And you can see the weather is very changeable. I came out because it was nice for a minute. And that's spring. I guess that's normal for spring. So I made that rock castle over there many years ago, Neighbor said it was a good, I didn't know how to cement, and I made a wood frame, and then I put wire around it, and then I put these rocks and got them out in the woods, these rocks, and it's still holding. Still holding. Oh, and I forgot to go out and show you the back. We better go out there too. We're going to do the whole run. Some of you haven't seen our full-size chicken wire guitar player. We call him Jimmy, not Jimi Hendrix, but we just call him that. Here's where I've been working, trying to get rid of something here. And then this is our walkway to the park. And the bleeding hearts are coming out. And here I painted a scene just because it's in the back and I didn't want it to look gross. Look at that sky, you guys. Oh boy. And there's Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, we had fun making them. We're through making them. We're not making any more, but it was interesting. And that's the park. We got a nice buffer from the park. It's a nice neighborhood park. It's really nice to hear people out there having fun. Okay, now we go this way. But it is nice that for Easter, the fern-leaf peonies are coming out. They'll be out soon. They look like little roses when they're open. They'll be out soon. Yeah. That's a yellow peony, a tall yellow peony that's in between the two tulips. I'm going to be painting this tree. I'm not happy with it, so I'm unwinding these wires, and they had lights on them that don't work anymore, so I'm doing that. Now we'll go over here. This is Jack's work table. He needs something outside to do things. And the bee balm's coming up. Even though it froze and it was just in a tub, that bee balm is so hardy. It surprised me because most everything will freeze here in our winters. But the bee balm stayed, so I'm just going to let it grow in there. And I love the smell, and I love tea with it in. And then over here, we have the fern-leaf peonies. And this is for getting light from the east. And Jack did... he did hamburgers today, so he had that up because it was raining. And this is the cymbidium. No flowers this year. I'll have to work on that because it was flowering every year when I heated the greenhouse, but we only was 50 out there. And that was good, more so than now. Now I got something funny to show you. You're not going to believe. We'll go in here. This is under destruction in here. I've got the raft ready for when the orchids can come out, which will probably be pretty soon, because this gets, it stays about, on a cold day, 10 degrees warmer, and it's quite nice. Like right now, it's very nice. It's 70 degrees, 72 in here. And the humidity is, about 30%. That's us. So, and this lights up at night. And then I moved this table from the kitchen out because we changed our table. We moved the one we were sitting at all the time to the dining room. Oh, we did a big change. And this is my messy work table, but I do want to show you something. So I'm just going to sit here and see if I can put this down for a minute. And it should work. Let me see. Okay, I think this will work because you can see this. Okay, let's, This morning we went to see Mom because it's nice to see Mom on Easter morning, and they had just had their breakfast, and she was in her room, and Jack fixed her blind because it gets broken. The one, she pulls it all the way down, and backs up and lets go. But so he fixed that. We had lots of laughs, and I took a couple of big new puzzles, just large pieces that they can all do there for them. And anyway, when we come home, Jack went and picked up the eggs while I was fixing the eggs in the front along the driveway that had fell over. And he says, we got a double yolker. Well, you're not going to believe it. I'm going to show you though. This is our normal size egg from our brown hens. I call them the twins. This is the one of them laid today. Can you believe it? It is a double yolker. It is huge. And then the Araucana, she lays green eggs, and you can see, oh, put the wrong one back. Oh, you can see the difference. The nice green eggs. And then Little Red, she's the one that we laugh at because she had so much trouble laying her eggs. Well, it's lucky she didn't lay a big one because hers are smaller so far. But this one, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope she's okay because, well, that was huge and it was a real surprise. But I want to show you what I'm doing. I have here, this is an old Blendtec, but it still works. I have a newer one that takes a lot of heavier stuff, but I thought, you know what? The raised beds need as much fertilizer, natural stuff that you can get into it. And I thought, I know what I'm going to do because I have put a little chicken manure. We have hemp in our chicken. It just dries up the chicken so it doesn't smell or nothing. And then it's actually good because it's got all the moisture out of it. And so I compost some all winter. And I did put some in the raised beds. And I'll make sure I dig it in, but also I'm taking all the eggshells from now on because Jack and I, we love our eggs. We have 5 eggs every morning. Jack has 3 and I have 2, and I scramble them, put a bit of cheese in it. It's just delicious. And then we have our SIBO yogurt that we make from Dr. Davis's recipe. Been doing that for a year and it's been wonderful, wonderful because I am so much better. So anyway, I take this, and then banana skins, they're full of nutrition for your garden. So even if you got a few raised pots or big pots or what you have, I put my bananas in, and I put the eggs in from this morning, the shells. Because, you know, rather than throw them out, I thought, you know, this is how I'm going to do it because also eggshells are good for your orchids and you can wash them, dry them in the oven, run them in the Blendtec, and you could do that too. But anything that's going to stay crummy can also hold moisture, so I haven't done it with my orchids. And then it's the grains left over from the coffee. So I put all that in here every day, second day. I'll put it in the Blendtec. Let me see if I can get that on there for a minute. There it goes. There it goes. I'm just putting that in the sink. And then the lid. I'm not going to turn it on because I don't see what I did with the other part of the lid. And I don't want to, I know it's here somewhere. I have such a mess, you guys. I don't mean to have a mess, but anyway, it was an outside day today. And I'm going to make us, we're just going to have a small chicken tonight. I have those small little tiny chickens because it's big enough for just the two of us. That's all that's here for Easter. So I'm going to do that with some nice vegetables and gravy, and that'll be our Easter dinner. And we're trying to conserve. Life is strange, very strange these days. And we like to spend our energy on our home because this is where we spend most of our time. And we enjoy being creative in our home and putting the stuff outside. And even the real hard work that we've done, like doing the raised beds. Jack built them all, and he's amazing. But all the rock we've hauled, and it all saves us for when we get old and we don't have to worry about weeds and all the other little things. And yet we can still take part, hopefully, in a lot of yard work. So I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter. And I guess that's about all. So bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed this.